If you've ever been to the beach, you must have seen all the waves crashing and coming and going. But have you ever wondered the science between ocean waves? Today, we'll be talking about what exactly are waves, some types of waves, and how waves are formed. What are ocean waves? Ocean waves are created when energy travels through water and creates waves. In a wave, none of the water in the wave moves. Instead, all the water does is bob up and down when the wave passes, much like this boat. If the boat encounters a wave, then the boat will move up and down, but not side to side. Ocean waves can sometimes travel for thousands of miles before breaking, and there are many different types of waves and can be created in many ways. Surface waves, the waves we see by the beaches, are made because of the friction between the wind and the air. For example, here's the sea, and when there's air, the wind rubs against the ocean and makes friction. And so all the energy is transmitted into waves because all the energy needs to go somewhere. So it is then transmitted into kinetic energy via waves. The sea and the land breeze. The sea and the land heats cooler and faster than the sea. Therefore, in the summer, the hot air over the land rises, and the cool air of the sea sweeps in to the hot air's place, creating a breeze. This breeze is what creates the waves at the beach. But in the winter, the exact opposite happens, and the hot air over the sea rises, and the cool air over the land rushes out to sea, which is the land breeze. Waves can also be made by the gravitational pull of both the sun and the moon. For example, when the moon is next to the earth, all of the water nearest to the moon goes and makes high tide. And that's what makes high tide and low tide. These tides, or tidal waves, can lower or higher a water level of a shore. Hazardous waves. Hazardous waves are dangerous and can happen in a multitude of ways. Tsunamis are by far the most well-known hazardous waves, which can destroy buildings and can take lives. Sometimes a hurricane's wind can also make big and dangerous waves as well. If you notice a wave that seems big or dangerous, get back on land and onto some high vantage point. Hazardous waves, tsunamis, and storm surges. A tsunami is a massive wave which is created when some seismic activity under the ocean or big underwater rock site greatly disturbs the water, which then creates a massive wave. But a storm surge is when lots of wind creates big waves, usually in a hurricane, and floods the streets. Goodbye.